Hey there YouTube, Fogged Up here. The deck I have for you today is Reno Imbue Priest. We're going to start by imbuing our hero power and then reducing its cost down to 0 with Raza. If something happens to your Raza like it did in my games, you can always use Papercraft Angel on the combo turns. Then when we're ready to combo, we'll drop a Spawn of Shadows and an Auctionmaster Beardo, which will allow us to discover a free spell from our hero power, play the free spell that refreshes our hero power and continues dealing more damage with the Spawn of Shadows. Just be careful if you're starting with less health than your opponent on the combo turn, you might want to give your Spawn of Shadows lifesteal with Fanboy. If you're liking these Wild Hearthstone decks, I'd really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. I hope you enjoy, now let's get into the games. Probably don't want to keep a Puppet Theater. Could be good if it's a big Shaman. So we could actually get a copy of like a Neptulon or something to fight back with. And if it's Reno Shaman, then that's pretty high likelihood we get a decent minion to copy as well. Just don't be even Shaman with your 1,000 win card back. Okay. It's even Shaman, why do we keep this? Okay. Alright, Janice. Fine. Yeah, let's pitch that bad boy. Nightshade Tea is going to be good until he buffs the health. Like clockwork, dude. Like clockwork. Well, you kind of have to let that go. You get a little crazy with it, huh? That's fine. Wow. Frostbite makes the list still. I guess it makes your list. Okay, maybe we keep that Shard of the Naaru now. Yeah, I don't really like that I kept this Puppet Theater now. Gotta be said, I wish I did not have it anymore. Like, sure, I could just go get a one mana copy of the Stone Right. Oh, there's Raza. I think we gotta stem the bleeding here a little bit and get rid of this totem. It's not ideal, but it'll do. And whatever it is, it just costs one less. So, like, let's put a minion out here that we can trade with, I guess. This is literally the first time I've ever played Imbue Priest in any form, so bear with me here. Let's see how it goes. We've got the other Nightshade Tea to clear off that silly totem. Oh man, that's challenging. I don't really like my options here, to be honest. I think we're gonna save the coin, because I think we'll need to Murzon next turn. You know, honestly, that clears a totem. That's what we wanted to do anyway. Kind of alright with me. Still, coin Murzon can be our play here. Okay. Still no zero cost spells from our opponent. I assume now that you're going wide, that might change. Ow. And ow. Okay. Of course, now you gain the extra health, sure. No, stop it. Now I gotta get a 7-cost dragon to clear everything, or just brawl. I could just brawl. Shadow Flame doesn't do the darn thing. So yeah, let's brawl it up. Murs on next turn. Ideally, ooh, or a Frost Nova is kind of nice. I guess Frost Nova is pretty decent. And low-key, we can do that. Oh my gosh, what was with the animations there?
Time to act.
This res a knight. Discover a spell from the deck, sure. Oh, we didn't heal this turn. That's cool. Just play it. Okay, and with those being down to 6, it makes it a little bit easier for our Murzon thing this next turn here. And it's to all other minions. Okay. No more taunt in the way, thank goodness. So let's soften that up and soften these up. And see what kind of timeline we got. Yep, we got a 6. Let's go. Even saving Murzon right there. I am holding a dragon, but why don't we restore 3 health and draw a card? Yeah, alright. Lit, let's go. I've been itching for an excuse to put Murzon in a Reno Priest deck, and I've been thinking about just doing like a Reno Dragon Priest, like a Reno Zarimi thing. But saw this list doing pretty well, and really excited to try out just Imbue Priest in general. We got Spirit of the Kaldorei that's been buffed up. Beardo, I never thought would come see the light of day again, but glad to have him. Yeah, well, I think we probably get rid of the Totem Goliath and then Mass Hysteria, and that should clear everything. I guess we Dirty Rat first, right? What else you got down there? Oh, you got nothing? Alright, that's cool. Just go ahead and, yeah, clear your stuff. Easy. And I get to keep a Dirty Rat. Let's go. We can resurrect. We don't have a lot of good stuff to resurrect. But we don't have any spells in our hand, really, other than the Nightshade.
Job's done.
Cool.
Time to act.
Easy 5/5. No problem. No problem. Needle Rockin'. We've got, like, what, a weapon and a spell, maybe? Trusted Companion. Sure. Sure. Should we tell them we've got an evasive worm? I think we should probably tell them we have an evasive worm. Okay. Our hero power already costs 0, you silly goose. So let's worm and clear that. Or I guess, like, I don't really want to use the Nightshade Tea quite just yet, so, like, let's see what's playable here. Summon a random 4-cost minion. Ooh. Neat. Random 4. Random 4 mana 4/4. Alright, this Puppet Theater we kept for Big Shaman or Reno Shaman has been in our hand the whole game. The whole game. I'd say we're out of the woods, but we haven't seen his last Gigantotem yet.
The menagerie is for guests.
What we get? Frankly, I don't really want this hand anymore. So, good thing we found Finley.
I seem to have lost the surface.
Nice. Ooh, and we've got another Imbue here? Sure.
Elune, bring guidance.
Nice, nice, nice. What do we get? The light it burns. Sure. That works for me. Full clear, 10 face. Alright, 22 on board now. Why don't you just go ahead and lose to me, Janice? You had to find a taunt though? You sure? Okay. Oh, there's Beardo. Alright. Like if we didn't have the board space issues that we have, we could go in. But why do that when we can just go ahead and win? We'll just take a vacation real quick. That goes there, and then we just win. With exacties? Let's go! Lunarwing's an easy keep. Nightshade Tea we should probably hold on to in case it's another even shaman, I guess. Who knows? Kind of decent when we got the Lifesteal Owl looking at us here. Yeah. Alright. And that probably tells us it's a Reno shaman, right?
How are you doing?
Sup? Haha, Golden Corrupt the Waters, huh? Yeah, hi Raza. Okay. Alright, as long as we don't get disrupted, we should be in a good spot for this game. Nah, you're joking. That's so rude. Honestly, dirty ratting on 2 is crazy behavior. Why are you like this? Alright, well, at least it's in my Raised Dead pool. I guess we've got that going for us. I think I'm just gonna play the Puppet Theater and just give him something to like think about. Like, you need to be really sure you want to play those minions. Otherwise, I might just get a one mana 1/1 copy of it. That could be really good for me, right? Yeah, like that. Hello? I would take an E.T.C. Do I really need one though? Yeah, it'd be really helpful. We can at least get our Spawn in the Shadows. Let's see what we get here though. Oh. Alright then. So yeah, we're definitely taking that. And then I think we're doing... I think we're grabbing our Spawn of the Shadows from here. Oh my gosh, where did I put this thing? Yeah, let's go grab our Spawn of Shadows. Why not? Puts us in Beardo waiting room, basically. Couple lifesteal minions with full health. Priest problems. Yeah. Okay. Created by E.T.C. Pulls a different E.T.C card. Why not, man? Why not?
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Getting Astalor stuff in here already is really annoying. Oh, you're gonna cold storage my Gyre Worm? Why not, man? I don't have anything that I desperately want to do this turn, so, like, let's... Blessing of the Moon, I guess? I think that's probably happening. Whoa, we could make it a 5/5. Whoa. Actually, that's kind of good. It's kind of good. Deal the damage now and keep it a 5/5. Heal face some more. Puppeteer comes online next turn if he wants to play an Astalor or something. That's perfectly understandable. That's pretty good. Let's see if we can steal a Shutterwalk or something.
Insanity is no excuse for bad manners.
We'll take Astalor, and you can have my Serenity, I guess? Fine. Not super thrilled with that, but pretty fine. We know he's got a boom pistol, which can make our spawn of shadows stuff a little awkward. There's Beardo. Need to get to turn 10 and then we're in. So I guess let's do this. Banker? No. Let's keep the banker in hand as an extra minion buffer. Since we got like 3 combo pieces in hand right this second.
Delightful.
I guess if we're gonna do this, let's just
Job done.
heal 2. Alright, we have to take another kind of off turn. But that's not a Mutanus, and that's not his, oh, okay, Devour Missile is kind of fine. You know, honestly, having this Naaru in the way is really annoying. I would like to get the Naaru unalived here. Perfect. Works for me, dude. What is this? End of your turn, store a card from your deck. No thanks. Let's do our banker play here. We still don't need anything from down there, so like let's Flutterwing and all enemy minions.
Next in line.
So we can do that, and our Imbue hero power gives an extra health. Or does it gain an extra armor? Yes, gains 1 more armor this game. So am I gonna gain? Seriously? There's no way it's gonna actually gain more armor, right? It's possible. It doesn't explicitly say gain 1 armor. But why wouldn't my hero power gains 1 more armor this game apply to a random hero power like this Imbue thing? Alright, don't Mutanus me. Don't Boom Pistol Bully. And we'll be copacetic. Okay, and he's drawn Murlocs now. So I'm gonna get Mutanus next turn. But I think you're already gonna be dead next turn, buddy. Okay. I heard time is money, friend.
Are you afraid?
Linked together in harmony.
Or summon a random 2-cost minion. Choose a minion, destroy it after you play a card copied from your opponent. Okay. Sure, deal some damage. Why not? Alright, we should be able to get here just fine. Does that fill up my hand too much? Close. That's really close. Oh, we found one we couldn't actually play. Are you serious? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. We hit a brick.
I can feel the
Oops.
magic.
I figured we'd find a brick eventually. But it had to be like the last proc before we actually had lethal. And the Serenity actually saved him from dying there. That is a crazy outcome. Okay, so I guess like now I'm down at 19. You're down at 2. You didn't have Reno Jackson in hand, right? Is that why we're being weird about it? Because Reno Hero dies to Astalor. Reno Jackson just probably dies to full mana and Beardo stuff. Okay, homie didn't find an answer. Let's go!